Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Sharch.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the center position. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass, Kevin.
Now Booker passes it to Ayton. Back to Booker from deep three-point range. They get it again.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Pass to Williamson. Now Ball. He's guarded by Johnson. Rubio against Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Really left alone that time. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
For 3, Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, that's the bread, the butter, the main course, Booker's move, and the catch and shoot money.
And Holiday kicks to Ball. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. On deep. The shot by Holiday, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Bridges. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
New Orleans has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball, the pass to Favors. So off the run, and Derek Favors with the slam.
At 6'10", Derek Favors will always be a threat to jam it home, exposes the defense there.
Johnson outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Redick is checked in. And a change for the Suns. Sharch is checked in. Now the pass to Ball. Now here's Redick, covered by Rubio. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Ball.
You got to guard Redick as soon as he gets across half court. He's that talented of an outside shooter.
Here's Booker. And it's Ingram with the rebound. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. Losing to Sacramento. Ayton finds Johnson. No good with the triple. For New Orleans, they've gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Redick against Sharch. Now here's Ball. Defense right on him. Back to Redick from outside the arc. He can't hit that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think, Greg, even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Rubio dishes to Johnson. From 15 feet away, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And what amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Johnson outside. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Pelicans now. New Orleans gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Ingram kicks to Ball. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Redick with the 3. No good on that one. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 1. On New Orleans. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Hart. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 5 on the clock. Back to Redick. Over Carter. Good work defensively by Carter. The Suns trailing.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
Here's Hart, covered by Sharch. Passes it to Hayes. It's Redick on the wing. Outside Jackson. Jerome with the rebound. Doris Ayton, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint, and of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about DeAndre Ayton, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player.
He kicks it to Carter. Launches it. The putback. It's good on the putback.
How about the instincts of Dario Saric? Just exceptional at getting those second chance opportunities.
The Pelicans get another chance here. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Carter outside. From deep. That doesn't go either for Carter. Pelicans trail by 4. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Carter can't get that one to fall. The Pelicans have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. The Pelicans 4th.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
The Suns have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Williamson comes in for Hayes. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jackson. On the wing, Holiday. Over Booker. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And Drew Holiday, one of the three brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Ray, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
And they get it back.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Back to Holiday. All sorts of time. Okafor. It's good on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Down low. Here's Baines. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
New Orleans making a switch here. Favors is checked in, and the Suns also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
It's Ingram on the wing. Pulls it from 20. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. For 3, Bridges. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Six seconds left in the first half of basketball. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole. Thanks for joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Bridges in at the small forward.
Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it.
Not a piece of it.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Holiday, makes it off the glass. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Doris, I still think back to that game where Booker put up 70 points. I mean, wow, unbelievable. unbelievable.
Yeah, when Devin Booker starts to cook, he can get as hot as any player in the league. The one thing you want from Devin is consistency on both ends of the floor from game to game. That's how you go from good to great.
Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Now here's Williamson. He's covered by Ayton. And it's Williamson missing.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Keeps it alive. And Ayton stays with it. Now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Ball kicks to Ingram. Can they get it? They get it back. Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Johnson outside. Rubio looking it over. Booker outside. Again, the miss by Booker. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Williamson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
To the inside, here's Kaminsky. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Suns lead by 3.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backcourt.
Jerome passes to Carter. Here's Jerome. Over Jackson. No good off the back of the rim. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Melly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And Saric kicks to Carter. Jerome passes to Carter. Saric inside. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Boy, it really helps when Dario Saric is aggressive like this. The guy makes the defender commit, and nicely done offensively.
Saric nails them both.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
For 3, Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Kaminsky finds Booker and slam dunk by Saric.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Hart, covered by Saric. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For New Orleans, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Phoenix has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Back to Kaminsky, over Okafor. Kaminsky misses. Here's Hart. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, an easy basket made possible because the assist was crisp and it was perfectly placed.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Okafor up there with Hayes. And it's Hart in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Charge with it. Hayes on him. Booker with no one around gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 20.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Saric has got the ball.
Wow, Dario Saric gets himself perfectly positioned, and that's an easy dunk.
Pelicans trail by 5. To the middle and taken away by Johnson. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. And the layup falls.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Hart the pass to Redick. They need this. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Okafor. Can't connect from short range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Holiday.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Baines dishes to Carter. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Spurs, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Charge has the open look, cans it from downtown. And now a 10-point Phoenix lead.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Now here's Hayes. He's tightly guarded, just 4 to shoot. Redick inside the line, and that one's on target from the wing.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Suns leading by 6. Booker finds Saric. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, because of his size and length, Dario Saric so comfortable on the interior.
Redick. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Redick's got 4 this quarter. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Okafor with the steal. It's stolen by Saric. Johnson attacking. Here's Baines. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And the Suns lead by 8.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Redick with the bucket.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Carter for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Suns.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Here's Redick. Okafor kicks to Hart. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Redick with the bucket.
Gets his shot off with great quickness. Redick knows he has the green light to take those.
For 3, Booker knocks down the 3 ball.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
So the Suns win it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pick.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
The Suns buzz as it rolled into the arena earlier tonight. Well, you're right, DA. A big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Sharch.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Bridges in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. A nice shot by Booker. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Off target with his three. The Jazz on offense. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Johnson can't hit.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
And stolen by Booker. Fast break, here come the Suns. Floats it up for Rubio. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's O'Neal. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Rubio dishes to Ayton. Phoenix no good that time either.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Then Bridges jams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Gobert double team. Some solid defense from Ayton. Suns trail by 4. On the wing, Booker pulls up. Rebounded by the Jazz.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Jazz passing it around. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Rubio. Back to Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
And stolen by Booker. Ayton attacking. And Ayton throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Ingles. The Suns getting the bucket. And stolen by Booker. The pass to Johnson. He had stolen by Ingles. O'Neal inside. Defended by Bridges. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Mikal Bridges picks one up. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Suns trail by 3.
They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. They're run as a legacy trust. That means every dime of profit goes back into the team.
1:05 left in the first. A nice shot by Carter.
Give him a lot of credit. He's always looking to be aggressive on the offensive end.
Clarkson kicks to Mudiay. Back to Clarkson. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Clarkson. With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Over to the wing. Out to Saric. All alone. And Davis pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Clarkson against Carter. With the shot. And the shot is long. Up and in on the layup. Carter's got 5.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Clarkson surveying the floor. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Clarkson. He's out there with Moutier. O'Neal is out there with Davis. And it's Niang in at the 4. So Utah going with an almost entirely new grouping. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Moutier.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber. And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Now, here's Mitchell. And the shot goes in. Mitchell's got his first points of the night. And Greg, you talked to Conley. He'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
Great positioning on the putback. Baines has got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Mitchell against Carter. Niang passes to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Shot from 12. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night. Passes to Kaminsky. Suns moving the ball around. Carter outside. And Šarić kicks to Carter. Buries it from 3-point range. Carter's got 8.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
Here's Niang. His last outing, he had 8 points. Gobert with it. Baines is there. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Gobert. On lately, we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts. Player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of them?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
And he gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Bridges. That shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
Well, if you ask Rudy Gobert, he's not focused on his individual matchup. His job is to anchor the entire defense. For him, it is a team game.
And for big men like Gobert, their impact felt by every offensive player on the floor, not just the man he's guarding.
Kevin, he's an elite shot blocker, but it's also the shots he alters. His presence alone creates doubt in the mind of shooters.
And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. Gobert finds Moutier. Gobert against Ayton. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Pass to Ayton. To the paint. Here's Booker. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The feed to Gobert. 26 seconds left here in the second. Shoots. Trying to get open is Davis. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. That one from long range. 8 points for Devin Booker.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And here's Gobert. Here's Moutier. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jam. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Now, here's Mitchell. Kicks to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. And he's way off from outside. The Suns leading. Booker the pass to Johnson. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Smitty, Snyder also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Inside, Booker. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot-blocking master.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Count the basket.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
And Rubio kicks to Booker. Now Ayton. He's got 5. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Booker the pass to Bridges. The Suns need to get a shot off. It's good. Booker's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly, the 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Here's Bridges. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Bridges dishes to Booker. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And the call, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Growing before our eyes, the confidence of Gobert, comfortable doing a little of everything now.
Niang kicks to Conley. For the tie, and the basket is good. Conley's got the game tied up here for Utah.
Mike Conley with a terrific field in the pick and roll. He's like a quarterback going through his progressions.
Booker the pass to Kaminsky. Mitchell against Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
It's stolen by Sharks. Fast break, here come the Suns. Jacks up a 3. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Mitchell kicks to Conley. At the top of the key, Gobert fires from deep. Conley's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 5. Carter for 3. A shot, no good. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 9. Suns have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Charge has the open look. Rebounded by the Jazz. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And the shot is good.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates. And in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Here is Carter. Michael Conley making his last shot. A nice shot by Booker.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Niang passes to Gobert. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Niang. Mitchell against Booker. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. 13 feet away. Phoenix grabs the miss. Kaminsky's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Booker from the arc.
The league quickly found out what Donovan Mitchell brings to the table.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We got Joe Ingles, Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Davis in at the 5 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. And here's Mudiay after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Mudiay against Rubio. pass to Davis. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And Phoenix also making a switch. Johnson's checked in.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them. And Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
It's deflected. Ayton against Gobert. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ingles passes to Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now here's Conley. He kicks to O'Neal. Gobert down low. Johnson's there. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And his teammates call him old man, say he looks like a 40-year-old farmer. But Joe Ingles, Smitty, much more than meets the eye.
You know what, Kevin? He's a star in his role. He's gotten better and better. He's a guy who can impact winning on a nightly basis.
Suns trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Now here's Gobert. Mitchell outside. Conley with the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And there's Bridges on the assist by Booker. And the Suns lead by 1. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Now here's Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Rubio for 3. Booker, good on the triple. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Now here's Booker. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Here's Johnson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
This just goes with the narrative. Mitchell is a baller, wants to be considered among the best in the game.
Now here's Booker over Mitchell. Up again. It's good on the putback. Bridges has got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
And there's the pass to Booker. He gets that one. Booker's got 25 points.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Rubio dishes to Ayton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So Utah going with an almost entirely new grouping. Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Saric is checked in for the Suns. Another three for Phoenix.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And Booker kicks to Saric. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 12.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the...
unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. body fluid. And goaltender.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. G8. Great vision, David. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got White. Birtle is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the small forward. And here is Murray. Far toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. Clock at 6. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Rubio, left side. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So it's the Spurs now. We're about 1 minute into the first. And it's Murray penetrating. 2 points. That one goes.
Murray is a spectacular talent. And when he gets going, watch out.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Rubio. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Well, the shot repertoire of Jakob Poeltl, mostly 10 feet and in is his strength. He's an old-school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A nice shot by Booker.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Bridges against Walker. Outside, White. From deep. Kept alive. Poeltl. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
And Poeltl has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
A nice shot by Booker. And Clark at 7 feet tall. Poeltl a live body in there.
He's live and he's also no stiff, guys. Poeltl can catch and finish. He's active in defending. Gets off the ground quickly and easily. I like his package as a big guy.
Murray, good.
Tell you what, guys, you've got to be more aware of Murray there. When he's aggressive like that, he can cause problems.
Here's Bridges, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Spurs have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Walker dishes to Poeltl. White against Booker. Here's Walker, and the dunk by Walker.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Now, here's Bridges. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Murray. He's around 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now, that is some real industrial-sized strength right there. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Bounce pass Mills. Poeltl gets to DeRozan. Back to Poeltl. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ayton. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Booker, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against San Antonio. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Zeller comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's Bellinelli in for DeMar DeRozan. The shot by Sharch, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You got to stay physical and stay aggressive if you're Rudy Gay. Force the defense to make some mistakes.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
At the line for 2.
And so Gay nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Jerome passes to Baines. Carter for 3. The putback. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's the Spurs up by 4. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Bellinelli, Tyler Zeller out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And Mills kicks to Gay. And a miss there on the triple. And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Suns trailing. Break for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Basket counts.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Bucket is good.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Mills finds Zeller. Back to Mills. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Suns have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Saric passes to Carter. Back to Saric. Suns moving the ball around. Pass to Baines. Baseline J on the way. Great positioning on the putback. Jerome's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Mills dishes to Gay. Back to Mills. He kicks it to Zeller. Passes it to Forbes. Over Carter. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, with that stroke that Forbes has, I wouldn't be surprised if he was knocking down shots not long after he started walking. Great confidence as a shooter.
Here's Jerome. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jerome's got 4 points this quarter. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And Forbes kicks to Mills. Three-pointer. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Gay.
Boy, good instincts and timing on display there from Gay. Excellent anticipation.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Here's Zeller. Carter pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 3. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
The pass to Bellinelli. the corner. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Phoenix has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. With the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Looking to end the run, and that one's good by Gay. Gay's got 4 points this quarter.
Gay's athleticism makes him devastating on the drive.
Pass to Kaminsky. Here's Jerome. Kicks to Carter, launches it. And so it's Phoenix with their lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to... For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first... And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. But kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's tipped.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
One-on-one fast break. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hand.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. To the wing right side. Murray against Rubio. Murray dishes to White. Left side, DeRozan. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Pass to Pirtle. White with it. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
With 3, Booker, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Suns third.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Tell you what, I don't know of anybody more aggressive at attacking the basket than DeRozan. A lot of his points come off the drive. And, you know, guys, the Spurs team dinners, the stuff of legends, just building camaraderie and getting to know one another and being orchestrated. with care by head coach Greg Popovich. They enjoyed the finest restaurants and great food and drink, but the fellowship and camaraderie, probably the most important part of those dinner gatherings.
Walker's shot is off.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Murray, good.
Well, you look at Murray, and I think he's most effective in the open court. That's really where he does much of his damage on the break.
Clark, the act of getting dinner, sitting down to a meal. As a team, it brings people together.
It really does, guys. I can't overstate it. When you get a chance to know your teammates off the court, it adds to your ability to play for them on the court. It can't always be just about grind, grind, grind. There has to be some compassion, some caring, some understanding. And sometimes the best places to do that are at restaurants with good food and good drink.
Booker the pass to Rubio. Takes the 13-footer. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Rubio's got his first bucket of the night.
This is a part of the floor that Rubio can exploit. The in-between area.
And it's Murray penetrating. It's deflected. Bridges kicks to Rubio. 56 seconds left to play here in the third. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. But that's just pure effort and hustle.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And the Spurs with some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lonnie Walker. Bryn Forbes comes in for White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And then for Phoenix, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Sharch comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And he makes that one.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Booker dishes to Carter. Here's Baines, and the layup is good. Baines has got 4 this quarter.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Mills, DeRozan out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Booker with no one around, and good. We got the English that time as it falls. Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points, and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Mills passes to Forbes. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
Rubio finds Johnson. Suns keep it alive.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today. And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Boy, that's a signature move from DeRozan, guys. Gets up ahead of steam, then finishes strong. Boy, I like that aggressiveness.
It's stolen by Kaminsky. And slam dunk by Sharks.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Johnson dishes to Kaminsky. Pass to Rubio. Sharge outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. No good from Booker. Spurs trail by 8. DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
There's the pass to Sharge. Stolen by Gay. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns a fast break. Rubio finds Sharge. Shot from the low block. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Good body control that time by Frank Kaminsky. Seems to me that he's got really good balance and rhythm when he's catching and shooting.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by DeRozan. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, that steal was really triggered by the quick instincts of DeRozan. Very aware and then anticipating the pass.
Here's Sharge, and he lays it straight in.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Mills looking it over. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Down low. Here's Sharge, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Suns.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
So the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And I guess one good turn deserves another in the final contest between these two teams. This win ties up their tug-of-war on the season series at 2 apiece against the Spurs.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Devin Booker.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in, Kevin. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Gay. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Johnson, the pass to Booker. Bridges, great positioning on the putback.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride.
So it's the Suns winning.
benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K TV and NBA
Beautiful. And here's a look at some numbers for Šarić.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brett New Orleans jumps at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set that this young star player could be.
He gets it in there.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Favors passes to Holiday. Here's Ingram. Lets it go from deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The wide open look here for Holiday. Knocked loose. The fadeaway. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin. You got to look at where did he also impact the game? It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Yep, that one goes.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
And the basket by Rubio.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
For 3, Ingram. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns' offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant. Yeah, that's a tough one, Kev. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines comes in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Šarić in for Johnson. And then for New Orleans, Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Šarić. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's our rookie leaderboard, showcasing the league's highest scoring rookies since the All-Star break. Zion Williamson on top.
As this season progresses, you can see his confidence growing. Sometimes you forget that he's just a rookie. I mean, he looks very confident and poised with his approach to the game.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Here is Favors. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Outside, Redick. Pass to Hart. They need this. Favors. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Here's Williamson. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Here's Hart. The putback. It's good on the putback. And this game is tied up now.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
And that one drops for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the pass to Hart. Reddick with it. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Sharich.
And it's the quickness of Ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pass to Jerome. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. A good game so far as we conclude the first. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. Hart is out there with Jackson, and it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. And the Pelicans with possession here, following the score by Phoenix.
I saw a green light there, Kevin, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Here's Jerome, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season 1 to their second season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. Player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play, wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season 1 to season 2, and given the role and responsibility for that player, when you watch a guy whose ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's gross.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation. Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
Here's Jerome. After Drew Holiday's score, passes to Kaminsky. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Ayton missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it. Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Okafor's checked in for Hayes. Holiday with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Ingram kicks to Jackson. Pass to Melly. Outside Holiday. They get it back. The Suns leading. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. Ayton attacking. Tries again. Tries yet again. And Kaminsky lays it up and in. And the Suns lead by 3.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Melly. No good. That would have tied it. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
So much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
Here's Melly. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Here's Ingram. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Jerome.
A moment now to see the numbers for Kaminsky. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sharch has checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Mikal Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Carter. Puts up a 3. And the Pelicans get it back. And that one's good. Williamson.
The confidence evident. Zion, no problem rising and firing away. That's a sign of a true leader.
And Sharch kicks to Ayton. Back to Sharch. Goes up on the block. And off the glass. That one's good. And the Suns lead by 5.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development. It's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
41 seconds left to play in the first half. Hart, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
That one good for 2. Jerome's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
For 3, Booker, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period. That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Here's Ingram. Fires the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Ingram's got 11 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Fades and shoots. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Again, Phoenix.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Ingram kicks the ball. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 10 points for Zion Williamson.
And Ball sets up his teammates. And when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Now, here's Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Great positioning on the putback. He's got 6.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And that one drops.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Holiday against Booker. And Holiday kicks the ball. Ingram outside. The pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Over Johnson. And stolen by Ayton. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on a fast break chance. Booker with no one around. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Over Williamson. That's good from Booker on the assist by Ayton. And it's a 7-point Suns lead. Rubio against Ball. A putback, and there's Favors putting it right back in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Ingram with the steal. Williamson, the pass to Holiday. Ingram kicks the ball. Here's Favors. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Now it's just a 3-point Phoenix lead. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Devin Booker. Jackson passes to Hayes. For the tie, will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. The lead is 2. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. And Redick kicks to Hart. And again, no good by New Orleans. Phoenix leading by 4. Carter for 3. Offensive rebound. No good that time. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Redick, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Redick's got his first bucket in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From deep 3-point range, Suns keep it alive. Carter outside. Fires for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Carter's got 7 points in the game.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
There's Jackson with the 3. No good that time. That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Pelicans trail by 5, so the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Hart is out there with Hayes, and it's Melly in at the 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Sharch attacking. Here's Baines. Draws contact on the shot, and now, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Pass the ball. Back to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Stolen by Ball. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Williamson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Now here is Carter. Suns moving the ball around. Baines inside. He's covered by Favors. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 5.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Holiday up top, covered by Rubio. Holiday dishes the ball. Out to Favors. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. For 3, Ingram. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Tries from 16. The shot by Sharch, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And he is proving to be a gamer. You got to expect Ball to look to score in these critical stretches of the game.
Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Ball is an incredibly gifted passer. Just excels at getting his guys going.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Shoots the 3. Rubio with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 5. Carter finds Kaminsky. Takes the 3. That shot missing. And New Orleans will come the other way. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul. Phoenix making some changes. Mikal Bridges checked in for Aaron Baines. And it's Booker in for Ricky Rubio. Ingram. They grab their own miss. Here's Williamson. Some solid defense from Sharch.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And that one hits back iron.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And how about the focus of Ingram? Not getting overtaken by the heat of the moment, nailing the shot in the face of the defender.
Here's Bridges. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting from
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ball to pass to Holiday. Back to Ball. He kicks to Holiday. Dishes it to Williamson. Over Saric. Some solid defense from Saric. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And it's Carter missing.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Up again. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's the kind of player Holiday is, craving the opportunity to be the man in that situation.
Feeds to Saric. Good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. From deep. That shot off. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the great.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best
That's a great look at our locations. And before he is doing a great job. Thank you, DA. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Johnson, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Now Ayton. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. 4 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Booker.
Boy, the lateral quickness of Donovan Mitchell. What a solid defender.
Ingles, that's for 2. That one a little long. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Bridges. Rebound, Utah.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now Mitchell. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Count it.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Booker in the corner. Stolen by Mitchell. Ayton against Gobert. Conley with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense. Well, this guy has got elite agility for a big man. DeAndre Ayton, so comfortable putting it on the deck and going to work.
Oni, defended by Bridges. Bridges with the steal. And now the Suns, a fast break. Rubio finds Booker. Back to Rubio. 11 feet away, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
I'll tell you, the in-between game for Rubio starting to come around.
To the inside. Here's Mitchell. Oni, defended by Bridges. Oni on the wing, Ingles. 5 on the clock. Drills it from outside. Ingles has got 5 points so far.
Well, I'll tell you, if you play off Joe Ingles, he is going to make the catch-and-shoot jump shot. You better be there on the catch.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. First in free throw percentage, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Still a solid point guard this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
First free throw is good. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Great positioning on the putback.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. the pass to Niang. Three-pointer. The Jazz again can't hit it. Here's Jerome, defended by Moutier. Kaminsky, Davis with some nice D.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. At the end. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
They've got Saric, Aaron Baines out there with Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Carter, and it's Jerome in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Moutier after the basket by Dario Saric. Conley dishes to Clarkson. Outside Conley. Pocket 6. Pass to Moutier. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. It's tipped. It's stolen by Kaminsky. To the middle. Unloads from 9. And there's Saric on the assist from Carter. Saric has got 4 points in the quarter. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Now here's Saric to the paint. Out to Carter. Passes it to Baines. It's stolen by Davis. Moutier dishes to Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. A terrific player.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him Shirt Off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
Johnson, he's checked in for Saric.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Davis. Now here's Conley. He started close. Oni, he's guarded by Johnson. Basket good. Suns leading by 5. Jerome passes to Johnson. Stolen by Mitchell. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at Utah. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Suns. They just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
Right now, for the Jazz, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Snatched up. For 3. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Boy, the scary potential of Donovan Mitchell overall as a scorer, if it's a consistent three-point shot in his arsenal, forget about it, guys.
Shots good by Baines.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Mitchell against Carter. Mitchell right side. Back to Conley. 5 to shoot. Oni, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to Portland. Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Davis kicks to Clarkson. Back to Davis. Out to the right wing. Oni. Utah gets it back. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell. And Baines pulls it down.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And the Suns making a change here. Sharge is checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
A nice shot by Booker.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Mitchell looking it over. Dishes it to Clarkson. Mitchell outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good for the Suns. The first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1. And that does it for our.
Debate about who is the greatest, what you debating about.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. We've got Bradley. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Davis, and it's Tucker in at the 3 slot. Here's Mitchell. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Here's Clarkson. It's tipped.
Wow, Mr. Rubio twice on the pipes. His team is loving it.
They get the rebound. Booker. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Ayton kicks to Booker. Back to Ayton. It's stolen by Davis. One-on-one here. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
We know this about Donovan Mitchell. This guy shows no fear even inside. Draws the foul there.
That free throw, no good.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Ed Davis. Here's Gobert. A reverse. There's the feed to Bradley. Back to Gobert. And another shot. He's off on that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname. And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Clarkson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Tucker. Ayton against Gobert. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in field goal percentage, fourth in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Second shot opportunity. He kicks it to Clarkson. The three from Bradley. Phoenix grabs the miss. Baines has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
Here's Clarkson. Drops in the short one.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy and puts the pass on the money.
Kaminsky kicks to Carter. Right wing. Sharch dishes to Booker. Pass to Baines. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And now let's see who the NBA's hottest shooters have been in the second half of the season. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
His touch around the bucket has been outstanding. I mean, he has missed very few of the good looks he's got.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Baines finds Carter. Booker outside for the 3. But they recover it. Baines passes to Booker. Baines tipped back in for 2. Baines has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Conley. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Kept alive. Sharch passes to Carter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Booker.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Carter. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Conley for 3. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. Passes it to Ingles. Davis with it. Kaminsky's there. Another shot. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Davis laying it in. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. On high school at a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment.
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And he sinks the second. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Conley's shot is off.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Rubio with a wide open look. Phoenix no good that time either. Jazz trail by 18. Pass to Ingles. Jazz passing it around. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The 10-footer, Gobert, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Rubio misses.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Mitchell in the corner. Over to the left wing. 16 feet away. The three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Charge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kaminsky dishes to Sharnic. And the pass to Kaminsky. Out to Sharnic. 6 to shoot. The drive by Rubio. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, going to the line will be Rubio. Just gets fouled on that sneaky drive.
Ricky Rubio. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Moutier. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Gobert. Over Kaminsky. The putback. It's good on the putback.
See, I think you want more of this from Joe Ingles. He has the size and length to keep plays alive.
Rubio outside. Inside. Here's Baines. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're leading by 16. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Devin Booker.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. Suns leading by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Devin Booker.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Gobert trying to get open. Another miss by Utah. Pass to Booker. From past the arc. Utah with the rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Conley against Rubio. Here's Mitchell. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. The second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
And here's Booker from the arc. Offensive rebound. Ayton. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And so it's Phoenix.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. benefits to this stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to a special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
And it is indeed DA, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They've dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Derek White, Jakob Poeltl out there with DeRozan. Then there's Murray, and it's Walker in at the 3 spot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson, and it's Ayton in at center. Now here's Ayton, following the miss by DeRozan. Ayton, the pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Puts it up from 12. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. They shoot again, and Johnson with the lay-in good.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup. Some coaches might not like taking the 3 on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
Now here is Poeltl after the miss from Ricky Rubio. Here's White. Can't get it to fall. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 here. making 40% so far to start out the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. Booker finds Johnson. Suns moving the ball around from downtown. Another three for Phoenix. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
Just 3 to shoot. Walker's shot is off. And here are the Suns now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Kicks it out to Booker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's stolen by Johnson. Bridges dishes to Ayton. For 3, Booker. And Poeltl pulls it down. Spurs trail by 8. To the inside. Bridges with the steal. Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker. The Spurs have got a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. DeRozan, that's good.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Rubio, the pass to Johnson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Over to the wing. Outside, White. He tries for 3. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. Well, we see a lot of big men creating offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic, also Blake Griffin, some of those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins, those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes.
Saric is checked in for Phoenix. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Zeller is checked in for Poeltl. And it's Bellinelli in for DeMar DeRozan. And Baines kicks to Carter. Baines passes to Bridges. Here's Carter. Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Following the score by Phoenix. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of this.
Shooting for Phoenix.
And that one falls for Bridges.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Bridges. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here's Mills. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas. On the wing, Bellinelli. Passes to Zeller. He kicks to Mills. There's the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, despite the injuries he suffered in his career, Rudy Gay remains a pretty good athlete.
Jerome passes to Carter. Lets it fly. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Gay. Lets a floater go.
The hustle, the energy. I like.
And so it's Phoenix heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Rudy Gay, He's out there with Tyler Zeller. Bellinelli is out there with Mills. And it's Forbes in at the 2. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
Carter with the 3. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Bellinelli. Here's Gay. Missed inside.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
The shot's good from Forbes.
This is his bread and butter. Hard to find a young player better than Forbes at shooting off the catch. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Here's Mills, following the score by Phoenix.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Pass to Carter. From deep three-point range, rebounded by the Spurs.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
The 3 ball sinks the three-pointer. Carter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Back to Mills. Here is Forbes, defended by Carter. Shot clock at 5. From the stripe. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
San Antonio again missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
The shot's good. Carter's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now here's Zeller. Bellinelli for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Sharch finds Carter. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. The Suns 3rd.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. A different look now for San Antonio. With 3, Booker. He makes that one drop. Only his second in 5 tries.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they... When you get your tickets to see him play, that is what you are paying for. Incredible dunk from DeRozan.
Here's Johnson. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Pirtle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Super focused. Pirtle taking the hit well and cashing in on a quality and 1 opportunity.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The defensive impact of Jakob Pirtle giving the Spurs a boost. Great timing and instincts as a shot blocker.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Chalk up 2 there.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Suns lead by 16.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Over in the corner, White. Walker's shot is off. Johnson for three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to out in front of the half is Phoenix. They're leading by 16. Kinney. And
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. A nice shot by Booker.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
Ayton wide open. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And DeRozan kicks to Walker. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. The tray. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Stolen by Walker. In transition, here comes San Antonio. DeRozan leading the charge. Now the pass to Pirtle. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. When it comes to just the love for the game, Smitty, does every NBA player have to have that? Or is it possible to not love the game, embrace the game, and work through it in that way?
You know, I think 90% of the guys have a love for the game. I think there are some guys that just don't love it, but they play it. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't, I guess, spill over to the guys that love it. There's some plays, I played with some players, after they left the gym, they didn't think about a game, of watching the game, playing the game. But when they're on the court, they gave 110% effort. There's some guys that just love it, and there's some guys that just like it.
But I know you, and you did. You loved the game.
I still love it, Kevin. Still love it.
I know you do. I know you do. It's DeRozan with the drive. It's deflected.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Walker finds Johnson. A 3-pointer off the mark. Spurs trail by 16. Here's Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Walker's got his first basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ayton, the pass to Rubio. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it looks like, yep, it's the coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Ayton hits them both.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Passes it to Booker. Down low. Out to Carter. Booker in the corner. Suns keep it alive. Tries again. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
And here's Booker from the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing. Spurs trail by 16. To the right side. Here's Forbes. Good work defensively by Carter. And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 18.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Mills passes to Pirtle. Over Ayton. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Mills.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. Off pass to Gay.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Here's Sharch. Makes it off the glass.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
And here's Mills from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Mills has got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Pass to Kaminsky. And he banks in the layup.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. Down by 15. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Booker.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Pass to Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
Booker looking around. The dive for the ball, but they get it back. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Spurs trail by 16. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. DeRozan out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Forbes in at the 1.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And Sharch kicks to Johnson. The 3-pointer no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Here's Rubio. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. And the Suns lead by 16.
I love how Rubio controls the pace, able to shift gears in an instant.
Gay dishes to DeRozan. Off pass to Gay.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. To the middle. A nice shot by Booker.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Now here's Bellinelli. And Baines pulls it down. Sharch finds Rubio. And here is Johnson. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Out to DeRozan. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here's Gay outside.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Forbes the pass to Gay. Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my era shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a 4-point line.
Spurs trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Forbes the pass to Pirtle. Rebound by the Suns.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
And here's Booker from the arc. DeRozan with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Bridges comes in for Saric, then for the Spurs. Walker's checked in for Gay. Derek White comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Suns leading by 18. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Saric is checked in for Phoenix. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Rubio against Murray. And the layup's good off the glass.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Suns.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Devin Booker.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Walker the pass to Pirtle. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by Booker.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Launches a 3. They get it back. Ayton. And Booker kicks to Rubio. The pass to Booker. From outside the arc. Off target. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total